Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Tickled. And this movie came out in 2016, and it is a documentary that I've always heard was good, and I finally got to watch it because it's currently on Netflix and was very easy for me to get access to. And I thought this movie was pretty great. It was very informative, and surprisingly was also very well shot, and that was something that kind of caught me off guard. There was like actual like planning in terms of like how it was going to be shot, and some of this stuff they only had like one chance to do this, and what they were able to give us was pretty impressive. And the pacing for this movie is also really great. It wastes absolutely no time, because at first it's like, oh, they're going to be researching this company about professional tickling, because it's like a sport apparently. And at first you're like, okay, that's pretty funny, but as we explore into like what this actually is, it becomes a lot darker. The way they take the story and what information is revealed, I thought was really great and very interesting. And I love how everything is like trying to be kept a secret, even though this is a documentary and we're trying to expose like what's really going on here, and we really want to know what's happening. I like how, especially in the first half, how we don't really know anything, and we're just being thrown questions and bigger questions, and says to like, what does this all mean? And there was a point where, I'm going to be honest, where I thought that wasn't going to happen. It was just going to be this huge mystery as to like what this was, but without spoiling anything, you do get answers. I don't think that's a major spoiler for the movie. Like, eventually you get answers, otherwise there's like no point in watching the movie, I guess. And if you don't, like, there should be like something else going for the movie. And while watching the movie, I kept thinking to myself, there's lots of threats in the first half of the movie thrown at our way, and like what we're being shown. And I was like curious as to like how that was going to play into the film. And believe it or not, that's something that happens like throughout the entire film. Like lots of threats, and you just are like, what is up with these people? Like, just let it go. But I guess they just can't. And I know this is like a small detail, but there was someone who was shown that was getting a lot of threats from this company. And basically, they had like a bag full of letters that they never opened, and were just being shown like what was going on at the time. Some of it wasn't even opened. And I only noticed this because I was a mail carrier, or a former mail carrier, and one of those letters was a certified letter, and I was like, oh man, like you actually had to sign it to make sure that was sent to you. And I was like, wow. And I do think this movie has a strong ending, and by that point it's just like telling you everything, and pretty much the entire movie could have been summed up just by watching the ending. But I would recommend watching the entire thing, because it gives you a lot of context as to like what's going on. There's just a lot to soak in about the movie, and unfortunately, this is one of those movies where I can't really say too much about it because you can be spoiled. But let's just say that this story is like something that's covering like something that's pretty messed up, and could have been fine had things not have been taken as far as they were. And while watching it, I was kind of reminded of the whole like Derek Savage drama thing that went on like almost 10 years ago. And if you don't know about that, it was like Cool Cat, and just like a whole bunch of drama about fair use, and there was like a whole bunch of drama that went on at the time. So I was just kind of reminded of that, and if you don't know anything about that, then I would recommend that you look into that, because I do think it's interesting. But also watch this movie for sure. And with all that being said, I'm going to give Tickled an 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of Tickled, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Warcraft. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.